Hello, comic book fans. This is Comic Book Steve back here again with another haul. This is going to be a nice one. This is I just got back from 2 days at the Boston Comic Con here in Boston, Massachusetts. Picked up a lot of books, spent a lot of money. There aren't, I was hoping to get a few major key ones. I was looking to spend a lot on a few. I think I mentioned them last haul at the first Carol Danvers appearance. Couldn't find a good price for that. Most people were looking for like 150 to 200. And they had the books that I was looking at had some damage to them that I wasn't comfortable with living with. If it was like a near mint, very fine copy, I would have probably gone for the 150 copy I saw, but wasn't gonna pay that much for a copy that had this one had like a piece of the cover missing from the bottom corner and the spine going around to the spine in the back. So that wasn't, along with some other minor defects. But anyway, so there's no Silver Age books here. There's a lot of Bronze Age, got a lot of dollar books, a lot of good deals on books. Pretty excited about it. It's gonna be a long one, so sit back and hang out and let's get started. I'm gonna start off as usual with the new releases I picked up over the past 2 weeks. Marvel Zombies #2. Still loving the series. Elsa Bloodstone's the main star. Curious to see where it's going. And that is it for the new releases for the past 2 weeks. I don't know what it is, but maybe I'm just getting tired of buying new books, or Marvel's not putting out enough new books that I really care about anymore. So it's good for my wallet, right? But I'm sure once Secret Wars, the other parts of Secret Wars start coming out, and Spider-Man books start coming out again, I'll probably pick up some more. I think next week there's like 2 or 3 that I'm gonna be picking up. But anyway, already I'm rambling on too long. The next 2 are from eBay haul that I picked up over the past couple of weeks. Got another copy of Transformers 113, the first Death Set appearance. This is a pretty nice copy. I have 3 copies now. None of them are near mint. I'd say they're all fine at the highest. We'd really love to get a near mint pristine copy, but these books are pretty flimsy. They came in a newspaper subscription. And I think they were highly printed in the UK, but since they were part of a newspaper subscription or included in the newspaper subscription, I don't know how many people held on to them. But they're certainly flimsy. The paper quality is not the greatest, and it's a big floppy book, so I see a lot of them being pretty damaged. This one's pretty decent. I think I'll slow down picking up more copies of these unless a really nice one falls into my lap. The other one that came as part of the bigger lot was Transformers #117, the first cover appearance of Death Set. So that was another one that was on my radar to get. This one is in slightly worse condition, probably I guess fine minus maybe. You can see since it's a white cover, it's got a lot of the browning around it. Sorry for the big old sticker up here. I need to get big magazine bags and boards. Running out. I'm like double bagging books because I don't have any room for them. But anyway, I also need to get a box that fits these. You can see there's tanning around the corners, but otherwise it's pretty good. And it's got Death's head on it. So there he is in the Transformers. Pretty weird, huh? All right. So now let's get into the comic book haul from Boston Comic Con. First I want to show off something I'm very proud of, although it certainly costs a lot. Got to meet Stan Lee on Friday night. Like I said, it was an expensive endeavor, but man, it was nice to they shuffle you through these photos pretty quick, but it was great to be able to at least say hi to him and get a hi back. And then later on, they take you to I got the VIP pass for Stan Lee, so they take you to a private Q&A with about you and 300 other people that paid for the VIP ticket, and you get the photo included, and you get a signed copy of something of your choice. Only one thing, which is disappointing. Would have liked to have had a few things, but I guess they realized that people put these up on eBay for quite a bit when it has a signature from Stan Lee. But it was very cool to meet him. I was very happy to have that as a part of my life. The guy's getting old. So, meet him while you can, unfortunately. Such is life. We don't live forever. He's 92 now. He's still hilarious. And then what I got signed by him was the Amazing 252. Nice big old signature there. I also had this signed by Ron Ferns, however you pronounce it, at the Pittsburgh Comic Con in 2005. So I'll make this like my signing copy. I have another copy that's clean. This will be, if I can find Tom DeFalco at a convention, I'll get him to sign it, and then if for some reason I can find any of the other editors or writers or colorists or inkers that did this, that'd be cool to have this like a completely signed book. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Something to frame. Not looking to sell it. Let me go into a little rant here. So I paid quite a bit for the Stanley VIP pass. And like I said, they offer the things that they offer. But then when you get the photo, they just give you the copy of the photo, and then this like plastic thing it's in costs an extra $5, and you don't want to be walking around the floor with the photo hanging out and then getting all ruined after you spend so much money on it. So of course you're gonna spend the $5 on it. I mean, most people would. Probably didn't need to. I think I had a folder with me. I could have kept it in, but I was like, oh man, this is the only chance I'm gonna get to meet Stanley. It's the only copy of the photo I have, and I don't want to ruin it. So I spent the $5 on the stupid thing. And then you do the Q&A. The Q&A lasts a while. He's signing things while he's doing the Q&A, and then when you're leaving the Q&A, there's a little table there of people who are like, hey, get a Stanley official signed sticker, hologram sticker to put on your book or whatever. I was like, that sounds great. I'm not gonna sell the book, but I certainly like people to know that it's official. So I started taking out my book to to get the sticker and put the sticker on it. And then I get the book out. I go up to them and they're like, all right, $5. $5 for a hologram sticker. I just spent whatever like a lot of money on this whole evening, and some VIP pass. Doesn't even qualify me for an official sticker. So I was like, no thanks. You can keep your sticker. I don't really need it. I'm not gonna sell the book, but it would have been cool to have. Anyway, that was pretty irritating. But like I said, he's a legend. He's a hilarious guy. Great to have something signed by him. Great to meet him finally. And that's about that. I'll shut up now. So let's get into the meat of the haul. This is Miss Marvel #1. I'm very happy to have this. It's a really nice copy. Definitely very fine. It's got a few minor flaws with it. You can see some scuffing by her picture there. And it's got some dings up at the top. Other than that, it's really, really nice. I paid $25 for this. I thought that was a nice price. Usually I see these go on eBay for like $40 to $50, and I was looking to pay like $20 to $30, so $25 is right in the middle. I'm very, very happy with that. Very happy. That was today, Sunday. And I also picked this up today for $5. Spider-Woman #1. This one's got some dings on this side, some like spine ticks. But otherwise, it's a pretty nice looking copy. I passed this up for $3 about 5-6 months ago, and I was really pissed at myself. But $5 I think is a good price, since most new books cost about $5, and that's a classic there. Not her first appearance, but her first solo book. I got this for $1. Spider-Man 23, Amazing Spider-Man 23. Trying to fill in some of my Amazing Spider-Man gaps. I got this girl for $10. No, sorry, it was priced at $10, but on Sunday this vendor it was like anything $10 is $5. So this was actually $5, which is a good price. This one's kind of hard to find. It's usually Spider Island books are usually hard to get anyway, and then this one is I would consider the hardest to get for a good price out of the lot of Spider Island books. I have a hard time finding this one, so I usually see it go for like 8 to 15. Don't want to pay that much for a modern book like this, but I wanted it in my collection, so $5 was a good price for me. Amazing Spider-Man 626 for $1. Nothing special. 640 for $1. Nothing special. Spider-Man #2 variant edition. This is 1 in 25, 1 in 50 maybe. It was the sticker at $20, but it was the guy had it in his $3 variants bin. So it was $3. So I thought that was pretty awesome. I've been eyeing this one on mycomicshop.com, but it's like 15, 20 bucks, so I didn't want to pay that much for it. $3 is super nice price for me. Love Marcus Martin. He's the artist that did this variant. So very cool. Avenging Spider-Man number 17. Got this for $1. This is Superior Spider-Man vs. Death's Head. It's unfortunate that he's not on the cover, but still a cool issue nonetheless. Amazing Spider-Man 624. Amazing Spider-Man 617. I can't tell if I got screwed over on this one, even though this was $1. There's like a lot of musty looking scuffs on the white, and I can't tell if that's just like a part of the way the cover is supposed to look, or if that's like a some dirt on the cover or whatever. Anyway, it was $1. This was $2. Ultimate Spider-Man number 14. I got this one because it was the first appearance of Ultimate Gwen Stacy, so thought that was cool. And then I got Amazing 672 for $4. Another one that's kind of hard to find in the Spider Island run. I think I have most of the Spider Island run by now, if not all of them. This was $1. This is Fantastic Four 371, the second print. First print's all white, second print's all red. You know, it's not a super hard to find book or anything. Second print is obviously a lower print run than the first print. Came out in the 90s though, so you know it's probably got like a print run of a normal book today. But still cool to have. Good looking cover. It's got cardstock embossed cover, so those are notorious for being prone to spine ticks. They're pretty obvious. This one is really clean, so I was happy with that. I already have a copy of this Amazing 692, the 50 years variant, one of the 50 years variants. The guy had it for $5, so I thought I'd pick up another one. At least I could probably sell it on eBay for about 15 to 20. It does have some scuffs on it. You can see there's like a lot, like some dirt scuffing on the white, which is unfortunate, but still cool to have. Incredible Hulk number 9, Spider-Man variant. I got this one because it's the Spider Clone variant. I like the Clone Saga, so I'm going to pick that up. I think that was either $2 or $1. Punisher number 9 variant, Frankencastle variant. This is before Frankencastle came out, so I mean, if you consider cover appearances a first appearance, this is, I think there was one before this actually, so this is probably a second appearance. But I was a big fan of the Frankencastle series. So I couldn't find the first appearance, first full appearance of Frankencastle. I couldn't find anything in that run, which is unfortunate. I had to try to track those down. But I thought this was cool to find for pretty cheap. I think this was like, it might have been $2, $2 or $1. This one's really nice. So this was $1. Miss Marvel 18. Found it in a dollar bin. This is why it pays off to go to the con on the first day, because I'm sure this would have been gone by Sunday. Usually I go on Sundays, but I went on the Friday because I had the 3-day pass. This is the first full appearance of Mystique. Goes for a pretty high amount. This is not a great copy, which is probably why the vendor was like, whatever, I'll just stick it in the dollar bin. It's got some wear on the sides. It's got some scuffing on the corners. It's dirt. It's got like this dirt feel to it, kind of like I don't know what you call that when it's got like that scuffy kind of dingy feel to it, like it's been in the basement for a long time. But overall, it's pretty solid. I'd put it at a VG. A VG Miss Marvel 18 for $1. I'll take it. I will take it. So that was one of my success stories over the weekend. What if number 24? Been wanting this one for a while. What if Spider-Man had rescued Gwen Stacy? I would love to see an alternate miniseries continuing this story. I thought it was pretty interesting. I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone. I thought it was one of the more fun and realistic Spider-Man stories, or what if stories. Yeah, I think this was $3. One of the first books I got at the convention. This one was fun. pay no attention to the $5 price tag. This one's cooled down a lot. Doesn't command the prices that I think it was like a $20, $15 book on eBay for a while. This is Nova 8, the first appearance of Cosmo the dog. Got this for $1. Very happy about that. This was one of the ones that I had to like check my phone while I was at the convention because I couldn't remember what the cover looked like because a lot of these covers are generic pictures of Nova. So I was very happy to find that one for $1. This one I found for $1. Very happy about that. Mighty Avengers 13, the second print variant. Super low print run. Definitely lower than the first print. It's the first appearance of the Secret Warriors, who are going to be prominent in the new Shield season. Debating if I want to hold on to this or if I want to get rid of it while it's hot. I think this commands about $30, $40. I'll probably hold on to it. I'm not big into reselling books, and eBay's kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, I was really, really happy to see this in there. Snatched it up. Again, that wouldn't have been there on Sunday. Thor 225. I can't remember if this was $2 or $1. But it was really cheap. First appearance of Firelord. Not like not in a high demand kind of book, but definitely cool to have for a cheap price like that. It's a pretty nice looking copy. A little scuffy on the corners, but overall pretty solid. I think if this was like a white cover, it probably would show its age a bit more, but luckily the color hides I think what a lot of the scuffs. Very happy to have this. Amazing 692, the clone variant for the 50 years covers. This was the only other one I saw there. I was really hoping to find the Gwen Stacy variant, but they did not have it. This one I think I paid $4 for it, and I thought that was a good price. Very clean looking cover. This one is a variant of Hulk number 6. Paid $1 for that. I thought it was worth more than $1, but you know, looking on eBay, it's like $3, $5. So nothing really significant happens in this book. It's just a cool cover. Avenging Spider-Man number 9. Got that for $1. That's my second copy. Wasn't looking for another copy, but I will take it for $1. First, Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel, technically. Captain America and the Falcon number 208. First Armanzola, which is, again, I think this has cooled down a lot. I thought I remember this being a more desirable book than it is. I paid $1 for it at the convention, but looking on eBay, it doesn't go for like super high amounts, $5 the most. But definitely a key character, some Jack Kirby art, very cool. Hulk number 272, paid $4 for that. This has a cameo of Rocky Raccoon, so what is this considered his 3rd appearance? 4th appearance? Something? Early. Very cool. Phoenix The Untold Story number 1. Got this for $1. This is one of those books I was always interested in getting back in the 90s when I was an X-Men fan. Not quite an X-Men fan anymore, but you know, part of me really wanted to snatch this up when I saw it. So it's an interesting take on what might have happened. I think originally they were gonna have her live, Jean Grey, that is, and they have like the art finished, and it's kind of cool to see how that would have went down. New Mutants number 86. Got this for $1. First cameo of Cable. Debated whether or not I wanted to get that, but for $1, can't really beat it. Only takes up space. Iron Man number 228 versus Captain America. I like these Iron Man versus Cap storylines. They don't really fight in this issue, but Tony betrays Steve, so it's interesting. I think that was $1 too. I couldn't pass this up. Marvel Team Up 137, Aunt May as the golden oldie. So that was interesting. Iron Man number 152, first stealth armor. Very, very cool looking armor, even though it's, you know, it's pretty much the same style as previous armors, just all covered in like this dark blue, which still looks cool. Spider-Man number 1, the silver variant. This was a buck. You know, some of these vendors, it's kind of hilarious. Their prices vary, right, on the same books, which, you know, $3 to $5 I can understand. You know, even like you can't really nail down a book. We can say like a book's worth $50, but it depends who's looking at it, who wants to buy it. It can, you know, books have like a range, I think, of what they're worth, like a certain range. You're not gonna always sell a book for the same price, and you know, one day you'll sell it for 50, the next day someone will buy it for 55, and you know what I mean. But anyway, this book was interesting to me because there was a vendor, and I don't know where they get their prices from. This guy was trying to sell a copy of this, not newsstand. I don't know if this even had a newsstand. Not signed, not CGC, for $10. $10 for Silver Spider-Man 1. You're at a comic book convention, man. You are not in the sticks. You're not at a flea market where you might fool somebody into thinking they're going to buy something that's worth more than it actually is. These people, if they're worth their salt, know what Spider-Man 1 is worth. It was printed to shit. It's not worth $10. I don't care where you're from. You get it signed by someone, then we'll talk. But, I mean, it's hilarious. Sometimes I look through these bins knowing I'm not going to buy anything, just out of pure curiosity to see what else do they have in here that's outrageously priced. And I can't remember offhand, but I remember there was a few things in there that I was like, you gotta be kidding me. But this one took the cake for me. I was like, I can walk 2 booths this way and get this same book for $1. There was one guy that had like almost a full half long box of this exact book for $1, and you know, it was stunning to me. But anyway, I'm glad to have that. I still need to get the gold copy. Again, that was another one that I would see there. I see it. People had it on their like back wall, not the UPC copy, the direct edition for like $20-30. I was like, you give me a break. I can find that for like $2 on an online site. But anyway, that's that rant. This is Spider-Man Blue #2. Love that cover. You know me, Gwen Stacy fan. Gotta have that one. What If #46. I think that was another $2 book. Avenging Spider-Man #1. I think this is a 1 in 50 Quesada variant. It doesn't go for a lot on eBay. You can probably find this for like $3. I paid $1 for it, but when I brought it up to the guy, he was like, "Oh, this shouldn't have been in there." So I thought I got a steal, but it doesn't. I mean, it's like $6 maybe. I think I saw some being sold for. So just because it has a low print run, or it's a low printed variant, doesn't mean it's worth a lot. The demand increases price, not the rarity. They could have made 1 copy of this, and no one gives a crap about it. I'm sure you guys already know that then. Marvel 2-in-1 #30. That was another $1 book. Early Spider-Woman appearance. I think this predates her Spider-Woman #1. Amazing 51. J. Scott Campbell cover. Got that for $1. I already have it, but figured pick it up for $1. Avengers Invaders sketchbook. I only got this because it's a color version of the Black Spider-Man version of this cover. If you've watched my videos, there's a variant that I have of Avengers Invaders #1 that is the Black Spider-Man on it. But the actual cover that they ended up going with for the non-variant cover is the red and blue costume. So it was cool to see the sketchbook have the black costume version, just, you know, kind of colored, not like super polished like the regular cover would be, but still kind of cool. I enjoyed it. Hulk 347, got this for $1. First Mr. Fix-It. Love to see them do that in a Marvel movie. Oh, this is good. So now we're getting into. So that's the end of my non-Spider-Man books. These are all going to be Spider-Man from here on out, which is a pretty healthy stack. There was a lady with her kids at this one booth. I don't know if she was watching it for a husband or if it was just like a family-run thing, and they were just. I mean, I don't know. The prices were fantastic. Okay, some of these books are like, I would say VG to fine, but they had old Spider-Man books all for $1. All these Spider-Man books I'm going to show you were $1. Okay, so I was very happy to find these. So this one was $1, 131, 161. This was $1. 171, and this one is one of the. They have like, so they look great in the plastic, but they do have some like bumps, and I don't know what kind of defect you call that. But there's definitely some bumpy roads going on there. You can't really see with the plastic on there, but it's a little bumpy. She's not a beauty, but I will take her. And then a lot of these have that similar kind of problem, but overall they're not too bad. Number 173, 176. This is one of the worse off ones. If you can see in the light, the light probably catches a lot of the grooves there. There's a lot of dents on the cover, some spine ticks going on over there, but you know, for $1, sure, I'll take it. See, it's got some problems in the corner, so definitely VG copy right there. We get number 190, 199. This was another one I think that had a lot of little bumps in it. Kind of annoying when I took them out of the plastic, but again, for $1, can't really complain too much. 204, 205. I already had 205, but I was hoping this would be a better copy. I guess it kind of is. 216, 215, 259. Oh, this 259 was actually not $1. This was $3, and this is a really nice copy of this. I was very, very happy because this is one that I usually see go for like 8 to 15 in most back issue bins that I've come across. I've never seen a copy this nice go for $3. So I was very, very happy about that. I guess it's because the cost goes back to the red costume that people want to charge more for it, but I don't know. I think 3 was I think the most this should be is 5. So 3 I think was a steal. But I haven't checked eBay prices on it. Very, very awesome looking cover. 284. These go back to being dollar books. If I see any of that I remember being more, I'll let you know. 307, 310, 325. Already had that one. Forgot I already had it. 416. I actually think 416 was $2, but this one's a pain in the butt to find for a good price. You could probably sneak in a buy off eBay for like $3 to $5 if you're lucky. If no one else is looking at the auction, but this is like a low print run book. This is around the time where Marvel was going bankrupt, so it's definitely one of the harder Amazing Spider-Man books to find from the 90s. I had a hell of a time looking for it. It's usually missing from like back issue bins. Yeah, just glad to find it for, I believe it was $2. It wasn't. I don't think it was $1, but I'm 95% sure I paid 2, maybe 3, but I'm pretty sure it was 2. Number 37, number 645, number 646, annual number 11. Yeah, this is $1.12. It's a little musty. It's pretty musty. It's got a spine roll over there, which kind of sucks, but yeah, $1. This one was another one that was $1. Number 12. This is just a reprint of 121 and 122. So nothing new except for the cover, but still pretty cool. Got this one for $1. Very happy about that. Annual number 15. This is I think this is even written by, or maybe not. It's definitely drawn by Frank Miller. Possibly written, but it's a very nice copy nonetheless. Great to have for $1. This one, if I realized it was like a free, just like a preview issue, I thought it was a part of this Amazing Spider-Man run, the Grim Hunt run. But it's not. It's just like a preview issue leading up to the Grim Hunt, talking about Kraven and all that stuff. It's not a great looking copy either. It's got some bends in it and a lot of spine ticks going on there. It was originally free, so if I looked at this a little more closely, I would have probably put it back down. But I still like the cover. It was $1, so no huge loss. And this is the last book that I got. Not ending it on a high note. Probably should have saved the Stan Lee stuff for the end. But this is Spider-Girl #1, and that was a book. So that's about it, guys. That is my gigantic haul. I'm very happy with it. Really glad to have met Stan Lee. Got his signature. Super happy about all that. And I would encourage you all to meet him if you can. It's not cheap. They like to nickel and dime you, but guy's a legend. Not going to be around for much longer. He's an awesome guy. Still sharp and still hilarious. They did have like a not his bodyguard, but somebody who like just helps him out with day-to-day things. I guess like driving him around and like helping him organize stuff and figure out his schedule. An assistant, I guess you would say. Doing like passing on the questions to him because Stanley was having a hard time hearing, and it's sad. They said that he can't. He says he can't read comic books as much as he used to because he has a hard time reading the small print. And when they give him scripts for like movies, they have to like print it out in like larger print so he can read it. So he's getting old. You know, if you see him coming around your area, I'd say meet him. You know, you're not gonna get a crazy personal experience. I think I got a high, and then when I got my signature, it was like a thank you, Stan, and he said thanks, and I got a handshake out of it, and you know, that's as much as you can ask. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm probably going to be taking a little bit of a breather from comic books for a while. I spent a lot with the Stan Lee stuff and then all these books, but I have I have some plans for some videos I want to do to fill in the gap for a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all had a great weekend, and I will catch you all later.